Alright, so I'm a couple days late to this, but I wanted to cover this story because on this channel I have discussed a lot of the incompetent things 343 has done over the years with Halo. And this topic that I'm going to be talking about today in this video is just another display of incompetence from 343. This doesn't really come as a surprise or anything like that, but I wanted to talk about it anyway. So this topic does relate to the competitive Halo scene, HCS, but even if you don't follow competitive Halo, I'm sure many of you will still find this amusing or sad. So basically, the first LAN event for year 2 of HCS is being held in Charlotte, North Carolina, and this event is going to run from February 24th to the 26th. And on February 15th, 9 days before this HCS LAN, 343 put out an update for Halo Infinite, which addressed various different things. Things such as making drop weapon the same time as switching your weapon. They reduced the grenade blast radius, made no scoping with the sniper more accurate, improved some issues with gun jamming, which I wasn't even aware was still an issue because I don't play the fucking game, but yeah, apparently they improved or they fixed gun jamming for some of the guns or something like that. Anyways, this update comes out February 15th, 9 days before this HCS event. And with this new update, it introduced a new glitch. I know. Shocker, right? We're all so surprised, aren't we? No, we're not. None of us are. Because this happens all the fucking time. The bug that this update introduced is a delay when you try to drop an oddball or a flag. So if you're holding the oddball, you're holding the flag, and then you press the button to drop it, and there's a delay for it to actually drop, right? This is a new issue that was introduced with this update that rolled out on February 15th, 9 days before this HCS event. And yeah, basically 343 is not rolling back this update. They are not fixing this bug before the Charlotte event. So people who are competing will now have to play Halo Infinite with this new bug that was introduced to the game 9 days before this event because 343 put out an update. Now, I want to read to you what Tashi said about this on Twitter, who is the lead for HCS at 343 Industries. He said, /oddball delay update. While the most recent update brought a lot of important positive changes to the game, it also brought an unintended bug which causes a slight delay when dropping the flag or oddball. We've reviewed every potential avenue for fixing / reverting in time for Charlotte and have made the difficult decision to proceed as is. While not ideal, we know the issue is consistent and predictable, and all teams are impacted equally. Any further action would pose risk for a greater negative impact to the event itself, given timelines and/or upcoming release of Season 3. Okay. Next time, because there will most likely be a next time. When something like this happens, instead, can we tweet out, "Hey guys, it happened again. I know none of you are surprised. We have no idea what we're doing. Sorry." Can we say that instead? Because that's real transparency. So 343, they had a couple different options here, right? Like they could have waited to put this update out after this event, right? You know, just in case, you know, it fucks something up like their updates tend to do. Or they could have pushed the update out like they did and had the players compete on a build of the game that does not have this update applied, which is something that has happened in esports with other games. Like the game gets updated, but they compete on a build of the game that does not have that update applied. But instead, what 343 does, in typical 343 fashion, is they put the update out, break the game, and now the players have to compete on this more broken version of the game. Can't make it up, man. It can't make it up. Halo is such a joke. It is, and I'm just covering. I'm not surprised by any of this, but I just wanted to cover it. Like there's just no more words to describe 343 incompetence. I've already said everything. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's expected, man. This has happened a ton of times where 343 puts out an update and it breaks something. This has happened with Halo Infinite. This has happened with Halo the Master Chief Collection, okay? This is nothing new. So even if 343, like, they tested this update and they thought everything looked good, how can they not think to themselves, maybe there's something we're missing? You know? Like all those other updates we put out and have broke something, maybe that's going to be the case now. Like, how are they not thinking that? Holy shit, man. Listen, if there's people at 343 who were so sure that putting this update out would not negatively impact the game, that's a problem. I don't know how you couldn't anticipate that. I don't care what kind of fucking testing you did. We just got to look back at history. What's happened many times in the past. And why would we risk this 9 days before an event? It makes absolutely no fucking sense. How are they learning? Is 343 learning from their mistakes? It seems like they've learned from some mistakes, but not everything. In fact, as time goes on, it seems like 343, it seems like they're making all kinds of brand new mistakes. Like mistakes that they didn't used to make in the past. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I'm glad I'm not competing in Halo. Like, if I was a player, yeah, this would not sit right with me at all. Now, I want to address a few things that Tashi said in his tweets. He said that this oddball drop flag delay, he said it was a slight delay, right? And yeah, I'll give him that. It is a slight delay, but a delay nonetheless. And he also said the issue is consistent and predictable and all teams are impacted equally. But it doesn't make it okay in the slightest. Like you broke the game 9 days before the event. Like, and the game didn't just magically break. Somebody didn't just discover a bug. You guys put out an update. Intentionally, consciously put out an update when you have a track record of breaking games with your updates. You do this 9 days before the event. Again, where is the tweet saying, hey guys, we have no idea what we're doing, sorry? Like, where's that tweet? Why is that not here? Why haven't we seen that yet? Oh, because they're living in a different reality and they don't think it's that big of a deal. Okay. Now, something I want to say in regards to what Tashi said about this bug being consistent, predictable, and impacting all teams equally is that it doesn't necessarily impact all teams equally. Let me explain. So in Halo, when you're playing Capture the Flag, it is a common thing for a player to juggle the flag. Juggling the flag is picking up the flag, dropping it, picking it up, dropping it, and you can kind of like jump and throw it ahead of you, pick it up. Basically, you can move the flag across the map faster when you juggle it instead of just holding it and walking it across the map, right? Also in Halo, you're not going to know where every player is at on the map at all times. Not even in competitive Halo, where your teammates are calling out to you, you're still not going to know where everyone is at all times. And like, that's not the fault of the player. That doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. No, you just don't know where everyone is at all times. Like, that's how it works. You can't see everyone. You don't have wall hacks. Well, some people do online, but that's not the point. Sometimes people are going to catch you off guard. That is just Halo. That is just a lot of games, right? So here's the thing. Let's say red team has the enemy's flag, right? There's a player on red team. He's juggling the flag back to his base to score it. And an enemy player comes around the corner right when this red team player is picking the flag up during the flag juggle. And now he is impacted by that flag delay. He can't drop the flag right away and shoot back at this enemy player because of this slight delay. So the enemy player can get a couple shots into him before the flag drops and he can shoot back because of this bug. Now let's say there's a player on blue team. He's running the enemy's flag and an enemy comes around the corner and this blue player has just dropped the flag during his flag juggle. Right? He just dropped it at the same time this enemy is coming around the corner. Well, now he's not impacted by the flag delay because he already dropped it. So now he can shoot back right away, right? So not everyone's going to get caught with the delay equally. That's not guaranteed at all. So yeah, everyone has this glitch where it's a delay to drop the oddball and drop the flag, but it doesn't mean that it's going to impact everyone equally. It's a similar thing if you're playing an online game of Halo and everyone's lagging, and let's say everyone is lagging equally or all at like 300 ping or whatever, right? It's laggy. It's equally laggy for everyone, right? Like people are getting shot through walls and getting blood shots and things like that, right? And let's say at some point in the game, you shot somebody through a wall. A player who had just spawned and all they had was their battle rifle, right? But then let's say you get shot through a wall when you have sniper rifle and rockets. Well, you know, you both shot somebody through a wall, but you got shot through a wall with 2 power weapons, and now the other team has 2 power weapons, and they're spawn killing you with rockets and sniper and racking up kills, you know? So, yeah, you're both getting shot through walls, but it doesn't impact both teams equally. So that's a load of bullshit. And, yeah, well, that's pretty much it. So just add that to the long list of incompetent things 343 has done. Crazy, man. It is a little, it's not shocking, but it is a little crazy that people at 343 could not foresee this. Like, what reality are you living in where you're not aware that your updates break the game all the time? That's so fucking crazy to me that you guys thought you were just gonna push out an update and it was gonna work and not break anything. Like, what? I don't know. Like I feel like if 343 would have asked the community, hey guys, do you think it's a good idea to put this update out 9 days before this HCS event? I feel like there's a good chance that, I don't know, 99% of the community would have said, no, that's a fucking horrible idea. You wait till after the event to put this out because there's a good chance that this update will fuck up the game like many of your updates have done in the past. I don't know, man. It's just, you cannot try to make sense of things 343 does. Your fucking brain will melt. There's just no way. Anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.